What does it take to stand out in the free-to-play market? Cool characters? Weapons that can nuke a small galaxy? Well, both of them are awesome, but today we're going to take a look at what makes the Halo Infinite multiplayer stand out, and see if maybe this is the one for you. From the first entry in the series, way back in 2001, Halo has set the standard for online multiplayer. Its unique mix of sci-fi setting, weaponry, and vehicles was a breath of fresh air back then, and the community surrounding the game quickly grew and it flourished. In the years following, Halo Combat evolved. The Halo series has continued to innovate and add features to its multiplayer suite that go beyond just throwing Spartans into a room and making them shoot each other. Creative game modes, The Forge, and other additions have kept fans coming back for over 2 decades. And now with the release of Halo Infinite, Halo's legendary multiplayer has gone free to play. Now anyone with a PC or Xbox and an internet connection can get in on the multiplayer mania. Also, since Halo Infinite just recently launched Season 2 of its multiplayer called Lone Wolves, there's never been a better time to get in on this action. If you ever played Halo Online back in the day, or even more recently as part of the Master Chief Collection, you'll know what you're in for with Halo Infinite's multiplayer. You can squad up with friends and jump into the fray through several playlists that contain curated categories of game types and modifications. There are the Classic Slayer and Team Slayer modes, which serve as Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch, as well as more creative fare like Oddball, in which the goal is to hold a skull for as long as you can to score points. Now also included is perhaps the staple of the Halo Online experience, Capture the Flag. Other modes like the point-capturing strongholds from Halo 5 and the new Stockpile mode that uses the seed mechanic from the campaign fill out the permanent roster of games. Since Halo has gone free-to-play and now acts as a live service title, Infinite introduces the concept of a limited-time game mode to keep players coming back and bring in new ones at the beginning of each season. Season 2's limited-time modes are Fiesta, a returning mode from Halo's past year that is Slayer with randomized weapons, and Tactical Slayer, which removes radar and shields to create a tense experience with a short time to kill. Another consequence of the live service model is the new Battle Pass system and cosmetics. Thankfully, Halo Infinite has made the choice to offer both a free track and a premium track for its Battle Pass, so you aren't left out in the cold if you choose not to put money into the game. This is a big change from its contemporary line service brethren like Fortnite and Valorant. Halo Infinite's weekly challenges provide plenty of reasons to return throughout the duration of the season, and Season 2's free track is said to have more customization unlockables than Season 1, which is of course a big win. All this being said, Halo Infinite's multiplayer is still very much a work in progress. The game, while fun, has had issues from the very beginning. Connection issues, server mishaps, and matchmaking problems have plagued the multiplayer portion of the game since its launch in November 2021. Over time, some of these things were fixed, but Season 2's massive update brought many of its own problems while removing many things that players had come to enjoy. For instance, high-level competitive Halo players had developed unique traversal methods that have now been removed for seemingly no reason. Some challenges break and aren't tracked after a certain point, causing player progression to come to a halt. There are also several guns that jam up without warning, causing further frustration. The extent of the issues with the Season 2 rollout is so severe that 343 Industries handed out challenge swaps to mitigate broken challenges and Golden Visor cosmetics in an attempt to make it up to their most faithful players. Overall, Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer mode is a lot of fun. It maintains that classic Halo spirit and adds some of the exciting gameplay mechanics from the campaign, like the new grapple shot. That being said, it is still being worked on and does have some growing pains in its development. If you're looking for a fun, free-to-play FPS and you're already a fan of Halo or sci-fi in general, then you're willing to put up with a few foibles, Halo Infinite multiplayer is worth your time. Our rating? 3 out of 5. So what's your favorite game in the Halo franchise? Let us know in the comments, but always keep it civil. And while you're here, why don't you check out why having guns doesn't matter as long as you have a chainsaw leg and our indie spotlight of Turbo Overkill. This is Mike Golczynski, and I'll see you in the next video.